this whole tilt thing here that I've been doing this past year, I got the idea from Bilu. I'm not kidding.
Are we gonna keep on dividing? Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Well, are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Are we gonna keep on fighting? Are we gonna keep on dividing? Well,
sound level. It's tough for them, right? As soon as the point they see this line going down and then have to say, what happens next when you're here? Because you can't go back up on their model, you have to go down. But if the water level's here, you can't move it down. That doesn't happen. Rumpus is struggling with his model, obviously.
They're all struggling. I mean, how long did Bill Bell last the other day?
This is one end of a water level. This,
oh my god, you surprised me.
This scale here, all the way across, we're going to have 32 inches to 1 mile. Okay. This is 32 inches, right?
Okay.
So we're scaling it. And then this vertical scale here, on the vertical scale, we'll call this reality scale, right? 1 to 1.
Okay.
You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this tube here, over 1 mile, where can I put the other end tube?
Well, if this is the model of the Earth, of course, and you say that's just 1 mile, it will
reality
be by 8 inches. So if you want, if your vertical scale is reality, and you need to have it 8 inches down, your water level on the right hand side will be 8 inches down from that. Okay. And there'll be a curve, obviously.
So like down here, 8 inches.
Yeah, and it'd be pointing slightly. It wouldn't be. Yeah, be pointing.
You would say
at an angle. That. Yeah, it would not be. It'd be pointing at an angle.
Doesn't really matter because this is a look. See the way this water level here? Can you see that? It's on an angle, isn't it?
No, the water will be at an angle.
Yeah, but you can see that this is. I've not filled any water up. There's no water in it yet, you muppet.
Well, okay, all right. Okay, so there's no water in it. Okay, I'll go.
Okay. So. I'm going to fill this end up here with water. Boom. Right? See that? Yeah. Now, we put water in here.
Oh, my God, yes, we know that.
Where will...
And I just told you, 8 inches below that.
Below.
8 inches below your horizontal, there will be the water level. That's why I was pointing out the... you said you hadn't put water in it yet, but I was, preempting the drivel you're about to spout by getting to the point, which is that level will be 8 inches below horizontal.
Like that?
Correct. And that's why I said there'd be a curve between them.
Okay.
That you could put in instead of your horizontal, you could actually put the actual
brilliant.
Shape of the earth.
Now, we're going to stand here.
Well, that's not to scale. If your vertical was to scale, never mind.
But yeah, but it's a fucking stick man, Rumpus. What do you want?
Well, it's still the wrong size. If you can draw a man and you claim the vertical scale is now not to scale. I don't know why we need to have a man in there. Be quiet. I'm talking to him, Mullen. Be quiet. So I don't know why you put a man in there. We can just deal with the water. I don't understand why you've had to draw a man in there when we're just dealing with the water.
Well, because this is where your end is here. So if you're stood here, where's this end on the other side? Where do I put it here? Up there? Up.
Sorry, what's the question? Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Well, if I'm at this end of the water level,
right?
Where's this end? Is that up?
Well, I did ask you to draw the curve in. I did ask you to draw the curve in. So if you could draw a curve from the top of the left-hand thing to the carries on and then hits the top of the other one. Yes. Now draw the curve.
I draw a straight line.
Curve. No, you've drawn us. No, that's wrong. No, we didn't want a straight line. We wanted a curve.
Yeah, but we don't curve. It's a straight line. We're doing Euclidean geometry, right? From a point to a point, we draw a straight line.
There are curves in Euclidean geometry.
Just imagine it. Imagine that straight line. Imagine that straight line as being a curve. All right, you can do that, can't you?
And also, it's also cold and horrible in the daylight hours now. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to delay it until next year, which is annoying.
Next year? What?
Rumpus.
You've only got
Well, I
one
don't-
weekend.
Rumpus, all you got to do is say, "Can you give me some help?"
Yeah,
That's all you got to say.
I said that before. I thought that's why you'd come. We're doing it
No,
this
no,
weekend.
not
Can you get down there and be like, yeah, we can get about three
Well,
of us?
that was the plan date. As I say, of my 3 core people, 2 of them could make it, but one of them, along with their girlfriend, couldn't. And so,
Oh, it
given the fact
cuts
that
us
it's
deep,
all-
Rumpus. You
It
don't
does.
count us as core people.
Yeah, I made the mistake of trying to have a video producer. I've gone through 2 video
A
producers.
video producer?
Correct. That's why I'm doing a live stream, you see. This is a serious thing where people can interact with the experiment. And so I needed a live...
Experiment.
Wow.
And because I've got
How did you
lots
get
of
to an
people
experiment?
streaming things from the different stations, I needed... and I've got it would probably end up with about 4 or 5 cameras on the go, and it needed a video producer offline so that I wasn't. So, for instance, if I was,
Well, that would be done
my
afterwards, surely,
mobile
right?
signal, for
Just
instance,
get all the
failed,
footage.
it would have brought the broadcast down, and I didn't want that, so I had to have an external online video producer along with the 5 other online people who were helping me, and I didn't want to. So I needed a video producer basically that was.
Jeez.
Which was sitting in their bedroom or whatever, or
Have you
Rumpus,
never
it
seen us
sounds
do
like-
it, Rumpus?
It sounds like you're more into the technology than you are into the test.
Yeah.
well, I wanted to
What's
broadcast
let
it
you
in
down?
a way.
The technology,
I wanted to broadcast
rather than
it in a
getting
way.
out there and actually doing the
I wanted
test.
to broadcast
You let
it.
the
so-
technology let you down.
I wanted to broadcast it so that
Bit
people.
sad state of affairs.
I wanted
really,
to broadcast it so that people could interact with
Rumpus.
it and have a full
Sad state of
sort
affairs.
of be able to see all the videos from streaming from all the posts and from the various
you
positions
never-
so they could all see it all.
Have
So
you never
there was
seen
a
us
certain
do it,
quality-
Rumpus?
There was a certain quality that I wanted to reach. If I didn't reach
but
it, I
you
wasn't
didn't
able to
do anything.
Have
Not
you-
only did you not reach your quality, you didn't do anything.
Have you never
I've
seen
done
our test, Rumpus, of the way we do it? The way we've developed it?
You did a broadcast. You did some sort of 2 people with a water level thing. I think some months ago. That's the only thing. I've
Yeah. Did you see how we were doing it
Show
then?
him on the Mullen. Show him on the Mullen.
seen.
Out the Mullen.
Well, I mean that's typical of a sort of low quality effort. That is exactly the sort of thing I want to avoid.
Rumpus. Right, what we did was we had live streamed video footage going through Discord, exactly like you're talking about.
That's not exactly like I'm talking about.
We were all interacting with each other.
It was bollocks.
Everyone in the Discord server could interact with us live as we were doing it. They could
broadcast
see
was
what we were
bollocks.
doing. We
No,
could
you couldn't.
post pictures from the level straight
No, you
into
couldn't.
the
It was-
Discord.
It was incoherent gibberish.
Oh, you
My thing
you
will
obviously
be
didn't
like-
see the
My thing would be
thing.
like a live BBC production.
Rumpus.
Rumpus, you
Exactly,
didn't
that's
even
right.
get out there and do
So
anything.
it'll be. It's.
We'll
I've already,
be like
I mean, I've
in your dreams.
demonstrated the sort of the print that there'll be a proper screen that you'll be able to see all the slides.
There
Rumpus.
will be, there will
Rumpus,
be,
have you
there
got a
will
dir-
be, there
have
will
you got-
be.
Oi, have you got a director's chair?
Have I got a what? Sorry.
A director's chair.
I will have lots of chairs at the thing. I've already.
Wow, check this out.
But alas,
Will
I don't think
put-
I've got the word director on it, but I could put it on there. I must
I
admit that
think
is.
I think you have
Yeah,
to.
he should
you
do.
Need,
Yeah,
you need a
that's
special
good. That's
chair.
a good suggestion, actually.
Yeah.
I'll bet I'll take that on board.
Clipboards. Have you got clipboards?
Yeah, you definitely need clipboards.
I don't think
you got
those
your big
will be
sticks?
necessary. Though I do have some clips that I used for clipboards that I'll be mounting some of the iPhones and things on my tripods.
No clipboards.
The little clips that you have to hold things on a clipboard are little clips. that you
We've
can
got
use-
3.
that you can
Bulldog.
use that you
Bulldog
can
clips.
use to mount iPhones on tripods. which I-
They
You,
are
um,
called
But
bulldog
you will
clips.
need but you will need to write stuff down.
Look. Can you hear that?
Well, there
That's
would be
my
a
3
program.
clipboards, that.
For instance, part of why mine would be quite good is that there will be
If it
a
ever
running.
gets done.
There will be a running program, live program, a part of the screen showing you what's about to happen, what has happened, and then it will
Schedule.
Scroll through,
You schedule
and it will
it.
scroll through. and it will scroll through as the day progresses, so everybody can see when something interesting they think they might like to get on particular when the presentations are going to appear, etc., etc.
Have you done that? Have you ever done this before, Rumpus? Anything like this?
Not quite like this.
Have you even tried practicing it? Like, because you know when, like we were saying earlier, we've took all of this out onto the canal, and we've got the level out, and we've got cameras on the level. We've got a way to live stream it. I've got one lad on the camera, the other lad on the level. I'm holding the staff. We've practiced it. We've done it over quite a few weekends. So,
yeah,
have you done anything like that?
Yes, I have. I've done part of that. Yes.
Can we see it? Have we seen it? No.
I would be.
Oh, right. So, but you just had to go at commenting on when we were testing it and doing all of that, and you said it was what? It was what did you say?
I mean, if you're regarding that as some sort of trial, then okay, that's fine.
Yeah, of course it was. What do you think we're doing?
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, that was okay. Are you saying that's what it's going to look like when you do it finally? I'm not quite sure. What are you suggesting?
No, there will be loads of us. There'll be about 8 cameras going.
Right. Okay. Well, perhaps.
What about when you finally get yours up and running, Rumpus? Finally.
Was there a question in there?
You're saying about Bev finally doing our experiment, but what about when you?
I didn't say
finally?
finally.
I never used the word finally.
I never used the word finally. I never used the word finally.
Yes, you did, Rumpus.
Or not. No, I don't think I did. No.
Yes, you did. Oh, yeah. I know you did. I don't think you did. I know you did.
No.
You only think you didn't. I know you did.
You're only just imagining things.
Yeah,
I mean, I may have used it not in terms of. I may have used it if that I may have said was the thing that you were presenting last time, a final thing. That's the only time I used that part. I didn't say finally you've been able to do it.
So what did you come in for, Rumpus?
I just happened to be wandering past. And I don't quite know why. I just
wandering past.
I was just wandering. And I just wandered in here randomly. I was about to go. I mean, I was just to drop in and then go out. But
what model do you believe in, Rumpus? Or drop?
That's a good question.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Which model do you believe in? Bislim or
Kozlowski
drop?
Drop.
There is no difference in the model between those two.
Oh. Bev, take him to the board. Demonstrate
Bring out the Mullen.
the difference. Demonstrate the difference, Bev. Show him where he's
Have I
wrong.
got my camera on, or have I had to reset? I've had to reset.
Are you ready for this, Rumpus?
I'm ready for everything.
Wow.
Well done.
I fucking am. Go for it.
So this is your model, not ours. You know, are you still doing that thing with the water level, Rumpus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a minor part of it. It's just one of the many, many things that will be occurring.
It will be one day, maybe.
That's right. Whereas what are you doing, domesticated primate, besides being a wanker?
Ooh, Rumpus.
Yeah.
Is this how you
That's
behave
a
in real
bit
life?
harsh.
Is this how you behave in real life, by the way?
This is a bit
Primate?
harsh.
This is real life, Rumpus. What are you talking about?
Messages.
This is real
Domesticated primate. You've specialised in sending really abusive messages to various people.
Not to you.
Specialised.
Well,
Is that? I
you
didn't know about that
not
one,
abusive.
DP.
Now,
You have to show
I mean,
us that sometime.
if this is the way you behave, I mean, this is what we see. As well as being intellectually inadequate, you're socially
I felt
inadequate.
like sending you abusive messages many times because you're an idiot.
I think you're socially distant because you're a git.
Bev's dealing with
Rumpus.
you.
Yeah,
Rumpus.
Well, okay, we'll do. Okay,
Rumpus.
Bev's
Let's go to the
dealing
board.
with you.
Yeah, okay, well, be quiet then. Stop talking.
Simmer down.
Let's go
and
to the
listen
board.
Bev.
So, what you were streaming there, were you, Bev? Let's have a look at your.
Wait, I'm just on the video. Wait a minute. Get this.
Are you streaming?
He's streaming.
I can't see.
Bev, hit record.
Is that all right for
Go
you
on.
guys? Can you see?
I can see.
Yeah.
Rumpus is struggling.
I was just mid making a brew, to be honest with you.
Hang on. If you can't get the live stream to work, it's not going to go very well
This
for you
is
out in the
Rumpus.
field.
I'm not relying on your setup, am I? That's the point.
This is
I'm relying on
Discord,
everything you do.
Rumpus.
Can't
This
you
is
use
just
Discord,
Discord.
Rumpus?
I don't use it very much, actually.
You
But
struggle
I mean,
with Discord. How on earth are you going to get set
I
up in
don't
the
know.
field?
I do.
Right, I'll tell you what. While Rumpus is doing that, I'll just nip to the toilet and make this brew.
I don't understand why. Oh, of course. Oh, you're right. Yes, I can. Oh, there's nothing there. Right. I thought there was something happening, but no, it's just right. Okay. It was just in your window, right? Yes. I thought it was. I thought that was just your avatar because there was nothing there.
You thought you was gonna see something flat, huh?
It's a whiteboard, Rumpus. It looks
Yeah,
white.
that was all it was. It wasn't animated.
It looks white. It's a whiteboard.
Well, actually, it doesn't look white, you moron. It's actually grey in this picture. But you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know about colour, would you? You don't know about colour.
Freaking colorblind.
I don't know about colour.
No, you don't know about colour. I bet. Do you know what the CIE colour model is, for instance? If you knew anything about colour, you would know
Is
that.
there any chance we could keep this away from personal stuff and just
Well, I mean,
focus
domestic
on...
primate's the one who's flinging all the abuse. I mean, keep him under control, and he wouldn't get any response.
When did I fling any abuse at you, Rumpus?
You've just called him a wanker.
Oh yeah, but that's
Yeah.
after about 10. I mean, I ignored the first 10 pieces of abuse, and then I finally.
Rumpus, I wasn't abusive to you at all.
You did. I mean, you are one of the most obnoxious facts today,
Rumpus.
and that's a pretty high bar to jump over.
Rumpus.
Oh, my
Anyway,
God.
anyway, I
God,
thought-
this
I
is
thought
giving
Bev-
me a
and you
headache.
called me a wanker.
I think Bev was supposed to be doing something.
Yeah, exactly. Pay
So be
attention
quiet
to
then.
Bev.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
Me
Let's go,
asking
Beth.
if we could stay away from the personal... DP, zip it.
Yeah. DP.
Rumpus.
Mhm.
Try, and if you can, possibly, I've asked
Well, it was. And I
DP...
don't.
Hang on, I've
my
asked
patience has a
DP...
limit with this guy. I'm afraid.
Hang on. I've asked him to zip it.
You have. You have.
Could you possibly have a go at keeping the
I
personal
will.
stuff?
If people are nice to me, I'm always nice back.
Awesome.
Right, my battery for me laser
Though I suppose my
level's
patience is
gone
going to get worn out by sustained idiocy directed in my direction. I suppose.
See, that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't. That wasn't personal, was it?
Well, it was unnecessary.
Well, I'm just pointing out why I respond. Sometimes my patience.
But you
I
could
don't
have
have.
just stopped
Just
it.
shut
Okay,
the fuck
it's
up.
fine.
for
There we go.
God's
So this
sake.
is the sort of behaviour I'm talking about.
You just can't stop talking,
There you
can
go.
you?
Okie
I'm
dokie.
supposed to be talking. I'm supposed to be talking here with Bev, domesticated
Yeah, yeah,
primate.
we are.
So, so there you
why
go.
are you allowed to be snide and nobody else seems to be allowed to be
I'm not
snide?
snide
If
at
you're
all,
going to be
I'm
snide, be
No, I'm not
snide.
very
But don't
direct,
tell
very direct.
nobody else that they can't be snide, especially if this isn't
Well, I
your
wasn't
fucking
being snide.
server.
Is this
Follow
primate?
the rules or get the fuck out.
Well,
Last chance.
I didn't initiate any friction.
Last
He did.
chance.
Who was it called who a wanker?
That was
You
afterwards. You don't seem to
idiot.
get your chronology
Was
mixed up.
after
You're a moron.
what?
Okay,
Oh,
children.
Right, come on, guys. I'm stood up here waiting for you. We out of the school ground now. Let's get back into the classroom. Rumpus, you right?
Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
I'm
okay.
waiting patiently.
You can see this. Now, I've drawn a horizontal line across this board, just as a marker for a horizontal, right?
It's fine. Yeah.
Water level. Can you see that end? That's a
I
water
can.
level. This end? Water level, yeah? You can see both of them within
I
the
can.
picture.
I can.
It's got a tube,
Yep.
right?
I
It's
guess
just a
as much.
tube,
I guessed as much.
with bits at either end.
Yeah.
You know
I've been-
how our
You've
water
been
level
through this
works.
about 50 times, Bev. It's the only thing you ever do.
Okay.
So
Well,
I think I could have predicted what was.
I don't know whether I've seen you. You've not been through this on the board, have you?
Well, I've been through the fact you've demonstrated what a water level is
Okay.
about 50 times.
Okay, well, good. But there's
We-
other
we've
people
covered
that
this.
might not have seen it. Okay.
Oh
Now
my
everybody
God, you're
does
telling me
know.
There's someone in this panel
Okay.
who's not seen you set this up before. I don't believe that.
So
Anybody put their hands up who's
I'm
not
going
seen
to.
Bev
Yeah,
put a
nobody
water
can
level
see
up?
anybody else. There's only me that anybody can see. Rumpus. So I'm going to put a tube here on this end.
Yeah.
Right. This is one
Yeah.
end of a water level.
Oh my
This,
God, you surprised me.
this scale here, all the way across, we're going to have 32 inches to 1 mile. This is
Okay.
32 inches, right?
Okay.
So we're scaling it. And then
Right.
the vertical scale here, on the vertical scale, we'll call this reality scale, right? 1 to 1.
Okay.
You understand that?
Mhm.
Now, this tube here, over 1 mile, where can I put the other end tube?
Well,
Like-
if this is a model of the Earth, of course, and you say that's just 1 mile, it will
Reality.
be curved by 8 inches. So if you want, if
So-
your horizontal,
so from this horizontal-
if your vertical scale is reality,
Yeah.
and you need to have it 8 inches down,
There.
your water level
There.
on the right hand side will be 8 inches down from
Okay.
that, and there'll be a curve, obviously.
So
between
like
the
down
two.
here, 8 inches.
Yeah, and it'd be pointing slightly. And it wouldn't be. Yeah, it'd be pointing
You would say
at an angle.
that.
Yeah, it would not be. It'd be pointing at an angle.
Doesn't really matter because this is a look. See the way this water level here? Can you see that? It's on an angle, isn't it?
No, the water will
Can
be
you?
at an angle.
Yeah, but you can see
I
that
can-
this is.
I-
I've not
yes,
filled
I
any
understand.
water up.
That's not the
There's
point
no
I'm-
water in it yet, you muppet.
Okay, all right. Okay, so there's no water in it. Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
Ahead,
So
the water.
I'm going to fill this end up here with water. Boom. Right? See that?
Yeah.
Now we put water in here.
Oh my God! Yes, we know that.
Where will...
And I just told you, 8 inches
8
below
inches
that.
below,
8
okay.
inches below your horizontal, there will be the water level. That's why I was pointing out the. You said you hadn't put water in it yet, but I was, preempting the drivel you're about to spout by getting to the point, which is that level will be 8 inches
Like that?
below horizontal.
Like that?
Correct, and that's why I said there'd be a curve between them.
Okay.
That if you could put in instead of your horizontal, you could have to put the actual shape
Brilliant.
of the Earth in there.
Now, we're going to stand here.
Well, that's not to scale. If your vertical was to scale, right, but never mind.
But yeah, but it's a fucking stick man, Rumpus. What do you
You
want?
don't have to- well, it's still the wrong size. If you can draw a man and you claim the vertical was to
Rumpus,
scale, it's
for
now not to scale.
fuck's
I
sake,
don't know why we
shut
need to have a man in there.
up
Be
and
quiet.
listen
I'm talking to
to
him,
Bev.
moron. Be quiet.
You
So I don't know why you
fucking
put a man in
dick.
there. We can just deal with the water. I don't understand why you've had to draw a man in there when we're just dealing with the water.
Well, it's... Yeah, because this is where your end is here. So, if you're stood here... Where's this end on the other side? Where do I put it here? Up there? Up.
Sorry,
Is it up?
what's the question?
Up.
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Well, if I'm at this end of the water level,
Right.
where's this end? Is that up?
Well, I did ask you to draw the curve in.
Oh.
Yeah, I did ask you to draw the curve in. So if you could draw a curve from the top of the left-hand thing to the carries on and then hits the top of the other
Here.
one. Yes. Now draw the curve.
I draw a straight line.
Curve. No,
Like
no,
that.
you've drawn a, no, that's wrong. No, he's not a straight line.
do
We
you
wanted a curve.
Yeah, but no,
No,
we don't curve.
wanted a
It's a
curve.
straight
We
line.
wanted a curve.
We're doing
We wanted a
Euclidean
curve.
geometry, right?
There
From
are
a
curves
from
in-
a point
there
to
are
a point,
curves
we
in
draw a
Euclidean
straight
geometry.
line.
There are curves in Euclidean
Oh,
geometry.
just
So
imagine
there
it.
are
Imagine that
curves
straight
in
line.
Euclidean geometry.
Imagine that straight line
Do you
as
know
being a
that there are
curve. All right, you
curves
can
in
do that, can't you?
Do you know there are
you-
curves in Euclidean geometry?
You can imagine straight lines being
Do you
curves,
know
can't
there
you?
are curves in Euclidean
You
geometry?
stop yelling, please.
Well, I'm asking him a question he refuses to answer.
Well, I'm not
Is that-
refusing to answer. It's a moronic question, Rumpus.
So it's a moronic question to ask you whether or not there are curves in Euclidean geometry.
Yeah,
Is that
because
deny the
the
existence
third
of geometry?
postulate. Do you want me to read it for you? I'll read it for
Right,
you.
but
Just
you're
in case,
you're now denying
just
the
in
existence
case you
of
don't
curves.
you don't understand how moronic
Oh, I
your
understand
question
fully.
is, right?
You don't
The
agree
third
with the curves.
third postulate, and that a circle may be described from any centre to at any distance from that centre.
What's that got to do with the fact that I'm asking you to draw a curve?
That's
in?
describing a curve. I know there are curves in Euclidean
So
geometry.
why did you ask me we're doing Euclidean geometry and then so therefore we use a straight line, which implies you
Because-
didn't believe there were curves in Euclidean geometry?
Okay,
Why
let
did
me
you
do it
question
again.
my request for you to put a curve in and saying
Let
that's not you
it
imply that was not a
be
sensible thing to do because those
granted
things did not exist in
that
Euclidean
a
geometry?
straight line may be drawn from any one point to any other point.
Well, of course we know that, you
Straight
idiot. I mean, why?
line. That's why I drew a straight line, in case you
And
were
I
wondering.
asked you to draw a curve, and then
Well,
you drew a
I
straight
asked.
line
I said
instead.
we've only got 2 points anyway.
Yeah,
Imagine,
we draw a curve.
imagine it's a curve if you want.
No, how about drawing a curve as I requested?
Just imagine it's
instead
a
of
curve.
straight- Can you please draw a curve between those 2 points?
Why nobody draws a curve in between 2 points? We're using Euclidean geometry.
I'm going to show you that they are the same distance from the curve of the Earth. It represents what the curve of the Earth is doing, as does the water level.
But this is down. From here to here
You're
was down. What happens when you're here and you go this way? What happens?
Right, we can have your straight line as well, but can you please do as I request and draw a curve from the top of the water level to the top of the other water level?
No.
Why not?
Because Euclidean geometry states from a point to a point you draw a straight line.
I'm going to mute him because he asked Bev why not, and he's talking over Bev while he explains why not. So, Rumpus, shut up and let Bev explain.
You're asking me about my model.
Rumpus,
you're asking me about the globe model. You are asking me about the globe model, and I am telling you how the globe model works, and that requires a curve between those two. Stop interfering, twat. Be quiet, twat. So you're trying to understand the globe model. You're asking me a question.
I'm not trying to understand the globe model at all, Rumpus. I know.
This needs to just go back to reality, yeah?
Yeah. We are just in reality,
We're talking
Rumpus.
about a physical water level, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's just start there again then. Please.
Rumpus.
Rumpus has just deafened himself. I just muted him.
himself.
He's gone.
No, he's gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Fucking idiot.
It's tough for them, right? As soon as the point they see this line going down and then have to say, what happens next when you're here? Because you can't go back up on their model, you have to go down. But if the water level's here, you can't move it down. That doesn't happen. Rumpus is struggling with his model, obviously.
They're all struggling. I mean, how long did Phil Bell last the other day? A little bit longer than Rumpus, but not much longer.
Do you want to get...
Can we squeeze a bit more out of him, though?
He asked Bev a question, and he just spoke over Bev as he answered the question.
Fair enough. Yeah, I know, mate. Right.
Yeah, you should have let him just talk, though, because that's all he does. I mean, we know. He talks and talks and talks. But he would never have got anywhere. He would have just been talking around it, like he always does.
Yeah, but you got to wait for that quiet moment. Wait for him to go quiet, and then ask him the specific question of that point, because he didn't even get to hear what you were saying when you were doing that, because he was talking over you and you were talking over him. And I mean, I don't think he even... Yeah, anyway, sorry.
He would have settled down eventually. You just kind of let
should
him
have
go
just
for a
drawn
little
a
while.
curve.
Draw a curve, innit?
Yeah, I'm not drawing a curve in between 2 points, because that's not what you do.
Oh, God.
You give me a centre point to draw a curve on.
Yeah, I thought you were going to play him against his two models, the other two.
Well, he only got one.
Get in there. Get in there.
It says they're both same anyway.
Yeah. Well, he was just about to explain how they were both the same. But when you start off with the 8-inch drop, you're screwed. Because you can't have the other one being the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they don't like to stand on that opposite side, on that reference point.
Yeah, why are you drawing that other man over there? Why did you do that? Why did you draw that man there?
Why did you draw a man there?
Not fair.
Take the man away.
Take him away. It makes my position look ridiculous.
Scale, yeah. You should have said, no, there's another scale for humans on here.
Yeah.
And it's...
He's only a little man.
Is that 4 or 5-0 to the Mullen?
Yeah, that's another win, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, what about
Mullen? We'll have to put
what about Matchstick Mullen?
Yeah, we can call him Brian. That ball that is matched.
Yeah. Do you remember the Tony Hart? He had those them little models, didn't he? Morph on it. We got the Brian.
Yeah.
Morph. What was the other one? Morph and Tony. No.
That was Tony Hart.
Morph and Alex.
No. Oh.
Morph,
Who is it?
and
The one that no one ever remembers.
The grey clay one, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit aggressive.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he what bully?
I don't know if I liked him or not. I think I like the brown one.
Morph.
Oh.
Yeah.